Well, right now, almost 1 million baseball fans are unable to watch Yankees games because of a feud. YES Network has asked for nearly a 30% increase in fees from Comcast, and the cable company is refusing to pay it. For more on where this battle is going from here, we bring in a writer from Yahoo Finance, Dan Roberts. Dan, great to see you once again.
Thanks.
Boy, a lot to get to in this one, and I know this is a very confusing story.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of layers to it, and there's a lot. Actually, you could probably be angry at both sides. All right, but which of these sides should fans be most angry with right now?
Well, I think, like you said, I mean, both of these sides look a little greedy. YES is asking for higher fees. Comcast says, you know, something like 90% of people who get the YES network watch fewer than a quarter of the games, so it's not worth the higher fees. Both of them want more money, and so if I'm a fan that cares about the Yankees and I get Comcast and I'm not seeing the games, I'm angry at the entire system that has become the norm of teams negotiating these astronomical deals with local cable networks.
I mean, at some time, the bubble is going to burst, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the bubble always bursts when new technology comes around. And we saw it with the housing market. We could be seeing it here with cable companies and deals with Major League Baseball programs as well.
I think people are waiting to see the end of this, and we're in a kind of in-between limbo period where there are a lot of people of a certain age who still are happy to pay the fee because they want to sit in their basement and they have their big screen TV and they get cable and they don't worry about all the digital stuff. And I don't want to say that there are no older fans who do the streaming. There are. But for the most part, it cuts across age lines. And then you've got the people who are cord cutters. Take me. I'm 28 years old. I don't pay to get cable. I have bunny ears in my apartment, so I get a few local channels. But for the most part, I get sports by doing digital streaming. I have Apple TV, or I use Netflix, or I steal someone's ESPN password. So to me, this system of the high fees to get the local channel is outdated. But it's not going to end soon enough. It is still going to be a few more years of teams getting these astronomical deals for the local channel.
Well, the funny thing is, I mean, the YES Network has raised that price with all other cable companies, and they've all paid the price.
Yeah, so what's Comcast's problem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just, I mean, it almost weakens their defense in that way, doesn't it?
It does a little bit, but, you know, they're not the only ones. You're seeing the dispute with Masson in the Baltimore area. That's the Orioles network, Masson, and the Nationals came along and said, we believe you should be paying us more to show our games. And then over in L.A., you've got 70% of Dodgers fans who can't see the Dodgers games because they've got a very similar dispute. And meanwhile, the entire reason that the Dodgers sold to that group that had Magic Johnson on the team for $2.15 billion was because they knew they were going to get this TV network. And yet now, 3 years after the sale, the TV network has problems. So it's not a problem just specific to New York and to YES and Comcast.
No, it changes the valuation of the team as well.
Exactly.
But here's another element that I think is really interesting, and I'm not sure if it's important or not, but Comcast has a stake in SNY, which is the Mets television network as well. Is there a conflict of interest here, or does it possibly benefit Comcast for the Yankees to not be on Comcast networks?
Well, I guess hypothetically, as a fan, you would hope that any blackout wouldn't benefit the cable network, right? I mean, the company. You'd hope that the company wants all the fans to get all the games. But it is important to look at SNY. I mean, why isn't there a problem there? So what is it they're doing right that the Yankees aren't doing right? And it's important to remember that YES isn't just Yankees games.
It's probably the price of the fee. That's probably one main contributor.
Right. But I mean, you've got Brooklyn Nets fans who are shut out here, and then if there's anyone who watches NYCFC soccer games, that's the new MLS team that plays in Yankee Stadium. And so maybe they should be taking a page out of SNY's book. And SNY has been a huge pivotal piece of the Mets. I mean, we saw that when they were trying to get new minority owners involved, they said, we'll give you a stake of everything but the network. That's our gem. You know?
SNY, absolutely, because that was their moneymaker. And YES Network, according to one report, made about $224 million in revenue for the Yankees this last year. So, yeah, it's a big moneymaker. But I'm wondering, see, this is another thing that we haven't really talked about either, is that these are all individual deals. Every team has an individual deal, as opposed to what you see in the NFL, where the league controls this. Should MLB step in and try to, I don't know, create some sort of an umbrella deal with local TV stations?
That should have happened years ago, but now MLB is kind of powerless.
The genie's out of the bottle.
Well, there was an interview recently with Rob Manfred, who only just became commissioner of the league maybe 2 years ago. And he basically said, yep, the dispute in LA and the dispute in New York is horrible, and we really want to see it resolved, but we don't have a seat at the table. And that's the last thing you want to hear. Well, wait a minute. The league that runs this sport and oversees all these teams isn't involved in solving this? I mean, that's a problem. And you use the example of the NFL. Well, yeah, it's the big cash cow of American sports. And their biggest, smartest move is they control everything. They pull all the strings. And it helps that, look, it's football. It's like the phrase about Reagan, you know, it's the economy, stupid. Right. It's football, stupid. And everyone wants to see football. And MLB doesn't really have that power. It's just not as big.
And I also understand that the NFL is different because it's really just 1 day a year, or 1 day per week.
3 now, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true if you include Mondays and Thursdays now.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about baseball, obviously, there's something. But the question is, can Major League Baseball learn anything from what we've seen in the NFL?
Oh, absolutely. I think that if you look at their digital network, that's MLBAM, everyone calls it, MLB Advanced Media. They run the streaming rights for not just baseball, but a lot of different things. Get them more involved in these deals. Try to figure out something with technology. And that's how you cater to both cord cutters and the traditional TV watchers, is you've got to offer more options on streaming platforms. And it's funny, I mean, the NFL was for a long time the one holdout league that basically there was no streaming option. They were so inflexible. And now finally, just last week, we saw that they sold Twitter for something like $15 million, the rights to stream 10 Thursday night football games. And you may say Thursday night games, everyone complains that those games suck. But it's a big step. It's a huge step that a social media company, Twitter, is going to get to stream NFL games. So there's something there for other leagues to see.
No, you're right about this emerging technology, because at the end of the day, we could come to a point here where these teams could really separate themselves from cable companies and bypass cable companies entirely.
You hope, but I think it's going to take longer than we all want. I mean, eventually you would hope that you can fork up a fee not just to see one season of your one favorite team, but maybe even for every game. Like, I'm a Red Sox fan. Tonight I want to see Yankees-Red Sox.
Right.
Yeah, but boy, is that a long way down the road, because the problem is these relationships between both the leagues and the cable companies with the networks are so entrenched and so time-honored, and especially in the NFL too, those are like their closest relationships, and so it's going to take a while to break those up. I mean, we talk about a la carte, boy, that's a long way down the road still.
And I think the other element too is that live programming is so unique in the fact that you have guaranteed eyeballs on commercials in live programming, as opposed to when you watch something on DVR, you're watching a TV show that's a couple of days old, you're skipping through all the commercials too. Sports is the one area where you have that premium.
Live, really live anything, but of course sports is all we care about, right? But if you care about the Oscars, or if you cared about something like the Emmys, live events, so sports and I guess award shows, anything else that's live, American Idol is really the last remaining holdout, the last reason to pay for cable television. And I always use as an example the fact that something like a year ago, the NFL rolled out a package where you could pay an annual fee, it was something like $60, to watch any NFL game, digital, streaming, this was before the Twitter thing, moments after the game ended. And people still bought it.
Okay, really?
I mean, that's how powerful the NFL is that people will pay money to see an old game that already ended.
On a 3-hour delay.
Right.
Well, either way, the customer is going to be hit with a much bigger bill. Yahoo Finance, Dan Roberts, thanks so much for coming in. I really appreciate your time.
It's my pleasure.
And straightening some of this out for us.
Yeah, well, we'll see. It's still not straight.
All right, well, this will certainly be a talker for months to come. All right, thanks again. I appreciate it. All right.